And now they're gone.
I have my fucking phone, and there's no hors d'oeuvres.
So there goes the PG-13 rating.
I want the
yeah, really.
Give me some fucking bacon wrapped dates or some shit, okay? Like I don't have any hors d'oeuvres. I want some hors d'oeuvres.
I mean, I usually wait
now you're
an hour in before I start dropping fucks, but
I'm missing plays in my game here. You got me all effed up.
Oh no. Playing games. Come on, my man.
What are you playing? Is this Pokemon Go?
No, it's Magic the Gathering.
Oh God.
I'm playing Arena.
Yay.
So I mean, like, I'm not winning. I shouldn't really care this much, but Dan just pisses me off. So
good.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Fabulous 3 Geeks podcast. And we are here on this fine Sunday morning to talk to you about lots of happy, fun little things. First off, we're going to do some plugs because Justin was kind enough to create a trailer, and I want everybody to check out this clip from tomorrow's conversation that will be dropped.
Working with Christopher Walken was a totally different experience. He was a guy who is the consummate professional, but he doesn't put up with any bullshit by anybody else. And if you don't know your job, he'll rip your throat out. Mm-hmm. And there was one point on the original Prophecy where I don't even remember what the issue was. I just remember the feeling I had when he said to me in his Walken voice, and I'm one of the few people that can't do Walken.
I can't either. I've tried.
So I'm not even going to try. I'll do you guys a favor. But he takes me, he says, Joel, just really nice. Just walk with me for a second. And we're out in the middle of the desert. So we walk out into the desert, away from out of earshot, out of sight. And I think, well, like, what's this all about? Is he going to tell me a story? Is he going to ask me to produce this next movie? I mean, what is this? And we stop and he turns on me and he says, this is the most fucked up, asinine, amateur, bitch fest of a movie I've ever worked on. I mean, I don't know how you guys even got this thing together and where you found what swamp you pulled these people. I mean, he's just foaming, man. Yeah. And if this, whatever it was, if this ever happens again, if it ever even comes close to happening, if it even gets near me, if I even smell or hear or even know it's happening somewhere, I'm out of here. And you will just, your film will die. And then he stopped and he goes, do we understand each other? And I said, yeah, we do. And he goes, good. Okay, come on, Joel, let's go back. And we walked back like besties. And he went back to work and did a brilliant job. But as stunned as I was by what he did, I also appreciated it because he didn't want to embarrass me in front of anybody else. He wanted to get his point across with a couple extra exclamation points. And then he was done with it. He had said his piece and he was totally back to being the professional guy. And I thought, if you're going to have a meltdown, that's the way to do it. Mm-hmm. Just calculate it, do it where it has the most impact, and don't leave a lasting stain where you just did what you did. And that lingered with me. At first it was rage, and it turned like in the course of an hour into appreciation. It was the weirdest feeling I've ever had as a producer.
Joel was the producer on Nightmare on Elm Street 2 in the Prophecy series. Great interview. Everybody check it out tomorrow when it airs. Justin, you did a good job pulling that clip, buddy.
Hey, a little bit of trivia about Walken. Do you know that he was on The Guiding Light when he was 10 years old?
Did not know that.
Yeah. There's no footage of it because back in that era, they just recycled the tapes because it was expensive to have 3/4 inch tape. So there's no footage of it, but he actually is on the guiding light as a kid.
They rode over walking.
Yeah, they taped over him.
A little bit of trivia about
Walking on
prophecy. The main problem with the movie was the script because it was dumb.
Shoot.
So yeah, check out that. It was a lot of fun. He also has some Wes Craven stories, some really funny Wes Craven stories, and
Him and Wes did not get along, although he tried.
Oh,
no, he just the poor guy. It's like when you meet your hero and you just keep doing stupid stuff. That's what happened to this poor guy. Like he accidentally knocked Wes's coffee onto his lap. Like it was a series of unfortunate events.
Yeah, Lemony Snicket style.
Yeah. If you want to see somebody, if you want to see a perfect case of starstruck, check out my interview with Leon from Cool Runnings.
Yeah, that was hilarious. That was a part of that interview. It was great.
Yeah, it's. I went full on Farley on that one.
You sure did. You jumped the shark. It's all good.
Dan, do I sound better?
no, not really. You sound like half Darth Vader, and I don't know why you're talking into your lamp. But
It's not a lamp. It's my microphone.
Lamb.
All right, hopefully it's better now.
Whatever.
The great
It
lamp.
sounds terrible, but it didn't change.
Awesome. That makes me so happy. So
Yay!
last week we talked about a book series that Dan has read half of the first book. So Dan,
Yes.
how is Hope Never Dies? My girlfriend is also reading it, and she was laughing the whole time she was reading because I was working and she decided to read the book.
Is that the cover?
Did you get
Is
the
that
book
really
or
Yes.
the
did you
cover?
get it on Kindle? Did she get the actual book, Jason?
Got from the library.
Wow,
Oh, okay.
cheater.
I love how Obama looks like so badass. Like he's
Yeah.
He's
like
General
Samuel L.
Patton.
Jackson.
Yeah, he's driving,
Dude,
he's
look
driving
at
a tank.
Biden's face driving the car. I mean, Biden is about his shit. Like,
They could have done something with that smile, though. That was a little rough for him.
But
I mean, he is creepy Uncle Joe.
Hey, I'm buying both those books, and I'm buying like multiple copies to send to all my Republican relatives.
We should get some of those for giveaways when we do the con up in Michigan.
Well, Dan, how were they?
well, I haven't finished the first one yet, but I'm about halfway through. It's not as bad as I originally thought when we brought them up last week. It's all written by Biden's, or it's all in Biden's first person. This is before he becomes president, and after they're both in office the first time. So he feels jealous of Barack because Barack is just like jet setting around, meeting all these people, and he's just all sad, at home redoing his bathrooms. And then his favorite train conductor dies, and there's a whole conspiracy behind it. And Barack shows up with Secret Service guys, and
Who has a favorite train conductor?
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden.
But it's not a bad read so far. I am enjoying it. I'm not laughing out loud all the time with it, but it's all right.
Please tell me Obama fights ninjas because I
don't
want
know
that
yet.
to happen. Oh.
It's like they're
Oh
Yes.
my God.
Dan, did you also buy the sequel or just the first one?
I bought them both on the Kindle.
Nice.
Was there a sweet president's sale?
No, but they're both $2.99.
Oh.
So there's your first nuts.
I can't get over
But
the
when-
True Lies like cover of the second book.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I have every intention of reaching out to this author to have on the show. I'm very excited about it.
Max, that's such a bad quality image. I can't tell you.
Yeah, I can't tell what that is.
Well, it said victory, but then it switched screens on me.
So. Oh, you won your match that you thought you were going to lose. Good for you, buddy.
Wow.
Proud of you.
I thought maybe Obama was
apparently
calling
they
him.
don't like it when
Don't insult my
they
conductor.
don't really like it when you take forever to go. So.
Oh, he left the game? He's like, whatever, I'm out?
Yeah, key strategy is just make them wait the entire time that you're allotted.
Oh, that's just sad.
Jerk move, Max.
And,
I still blame Dan.
apparently you got way too much time on your hands, my dude. I'm going to wait this whole 20 minutes.
So we will be at
It's
Monroe
not
Pop
20 minutes.
Fest.
It's like 30 seconds. You're allotted to make a move.
Oh.
We will be at Monroe Pop Fest September 17th and 18th. I'd posted the wrong dates. I'm glad Dan brought that up. We'll be there with funny science fiction pop culture addicts. Actually, all of Friday night is just pop culture addicts and 3 Geeks podcast doing different events. And then the second day, Doug Jones is also going to be there. And we will be at Origins in Columbus, Ohio, testing out board games before they come out. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm actually free to go for most of the day. So I'm excited to play some games.
Good.
I'm excited for press passes. I've never had one in my whole life. That's exciting.
I have a collection hanging up my door.
Last time we went to Origins, I got to play, we played Die Hard Escape from Nakatomi Plaza, the board game, and it was a lot of fun. So I'm excited to go.
Yes, George Carlin is also my favorite train conductor, so I've also apparently got a favorite train conductor as well.
What movie was he a train conductor in?
Thomas the Tank.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nope.
I didn't know that.
Nope.
I've actually never seen Thomas the Tank, but out of all the train conductors I know, George Carlin is my favorite.
Is it the tank engine, or is he like a tank with like is he an Abrams tank like?
No,
the illustrious train conductor
in the hills in Saudi Arabia.
No, I think he's a regular tank.
I'm down with that.
This randomly George Carlin is driving a tank around. Like, hi!
I would watch that movie for sure.
100% behind that.
It sounds good, but I don't know.
Hey, speaking of trains,
There's 7 words you can't say in a tank.
The same as you can't say on television. Fuck, shit, ass. I'm not going to go through the rest.
Did you hear that they're doing a redo or American version of Train to Busan?
Yeah, of course they are.
Of course they are.
I'm sure they're going to ruin it, though. We don't
Yeah.
ever do translations well in terms of...
No. I mean, hey, anyone interested in watching that? Just watch Train to Busan.
Train to Chicago. That's like, let the right one in turns into let me in.
Let's not stop it, Gary.
Yeah. It'll be fine. That's the sequel.
So, John, you went to your first award show this weekend.
Yes, Friday night. The Columbus Podcast Awards happened.
Which will be nominated for next year, I promise.
Was it in person?
Yeah. There was about 40 people there at the Lincoln Theater, downtown Columbus.
Cool.
It was kind of cool that got to hang out with Jeremy and Jack from the Canned Air podcast. They were there. They managed to make it to this, I guess you could say, the finalist list. And so did the PVD cast and Matt Talk, which I was very shocked by that. Not that we don't do great work, but yeah, I mean, look, when you are in a category,
the great work you do is about Matlock.
Well, I mean,
the nursing home crowd really goes to the polls.
Yes.
Case 3 for you.
They're stumping for Matt Talk. Sorry, John.
They just couldn't make it to the award ceremony. That's all.
Yeah,
it's too late.
Yeah.
I just think that when you're looking at a lot of the categories, especially for the PVD cast, I mean, there were some really high-end podcasts, some really big podcasts that were in there, and to be in the the top 4, it was cool. I honestly I did not know that because they just basically you were nominated, you sent in your stuff, they had the judges listen to some episodes, and then that was it. You didn't hear anything until Friday night. So when they announced the PVD cast as one of the finalists, I was like, holy shit, I didn't anticipate that. And then right after that, Matt Talk as well. And as I mentioned, Canned Air got in for comedy as well. They were in the top 4. So
John, I am not surprised. You are the consummate professional.
Thanks.
And I always appreciate the hard work you do and the quality you bring to our podcast whenever you grace us with your presence. So I am 100% not surprised that both PVD Cast and Matt Talk made it to the finalist list.
Don't inflate his ego.
Does anyone else hear like the underlying sarcasm in Max's voice? Like it's hard to
No.
I'm being honest. I'm actually being sincere. Like I really do.
Thank you, Max.
You do.
Congrats,
John. I was impressed. It's the very first time we had to do an interview with John, and it was Kevin Sorbo. And fucking John was like, "Your dad was a math teacher," and I'm like, "How the fuck do you know that? Like what the fuck?"
Well, I mean, it's more interesting than most of Sorbo's career. So.
Let's discuss long division.
Yes,
Kevin. He does his homework. He does. He's got that buttery smooth voice, and he does a good job.
And he knows how to factor.
Oh, wait, he's making his head bigger. He's already demanding a trailer for Matt Talk. Like, he wants his own trailer for the show. And I'm like, John, you're not that popular. But now after this, he's going to
I think you guys can do a great one.
Dude, did you hear what Matt said about me? I deserve this trailer. The only reason 3 Geeks wasn't in the mix is because I didn't put us up for it because I've just been busy.
That's fine. I think you guys could do a great Matt Talk trailer. Just if you can go to the courthouse when it's not busy.
Yes.
How cool that would be.
Yeah.
You guys could do a great trailer.
I agree with that.
And you can make a great trailer if it wasn't 20 minutes long. So
if your trailer wasn't an episode of Matlock, then
yes,
excellent.
So who are the judges, John? Sorry.
You know what? Great question. I have no idea. I have no clue who the judges were. No idea.
John's mom.
I can assure you there were no relatives of mine. Although here I'm gonna throw some shade real quick. At the end of the awards, I called Jason. I was like, "Hey man, He had no idea that the awards were Friday night. Even though we've talked about it like 14 times in the last 3 weeks."
See,
John, my
this
last
is what I'm
3 weeks.
talking about the professionalism. You see, like this is why I'm so impressed with John, because Jason any of us could be like talking about a thing, and it's like, oh yeah, the thing's next week, and then next week rolls around, and it's just like, oh yeah, that thing was supposed to happen.
That seems like a constant 3 Geeks trait, though. I don't think it's just Jason. I feel like there's a lot of people involved. And just like, well,
I agree.
Bro, podcast. Let's just make up some dates.
Let me just say, he was so confused. He's like, "Wait, what? What are you talking about? 4th place? What? Huh? They were tonight, man."
Dude, my last month of life has been just so busy with doing the back and forth with cons, and I've been doing a lot of stuff promoting us and booking and working. I've been working a lot.
Yeah, okay. Jason's like, I just watched 3 series of TV shows in 3 days. Like, he's doing so much.
Oh, man, that's hilarious.
You know what, Jason? I know you asked me to have something else, and I do have something else that unfortunately is going to bring the tone of the show down. Is that all right?
Oh,
No,
don't do that.
Yep, there we go.
See ya.
That sounds terrible.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready for depression, John.
So 3 weeks ago, I happened to be at Easton when the quote active shooter went down. So that was a new experience for me.
It went down on who?
Hopefully, the only time you ever have to do that.
Yeah.
John, didn't it end up not being a shooter? Because Emily and I were there right before you got there. So
right.
Just missed it.
So I was going to go to the Funny Bone with my my girlfriend and her friends, and we went to the late show, which was scheduled for 9:30. And we you know how it is over there. You know, you line up and then you bleed out into the mall, so somewhat. And we were just standing there, and then there came
bleed out a good term to
use? Yeah, really. Like I try not to bleed out.
Was that pun intended?
that was not pun intended. That was not pun intended. It's okay because nobody got hurt. See, I mean, nobody got hurt, so it's okay.
Okay.
You know,
how bad was the comedy? I mean,
But dude, it was very. People say this is like bullshit, but it's the truth. Like, I wasn't scared because you don't have time to be scared. There was people. I looked over by the Lego and the Lego store, and there was just people running, and they were yelling active shooter, and people started scattering. The bouncer was like, "Everybody get in!" They shut the doors and locked them, and we got hustled into like the theater and stuck in this little room where people started calling 911, and then maybe about like 10 minutes later, the manager of the Funny Bone came in and said, "Hey, folks, everything's taken care of. Police are on the scene. They've arrested the individual, blah, 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 blah." And then that's when you get like weirded out, or at least that's where I got weirded out. Cause I'm like, holy shit, this was the real fucking deal. Like, this was not a drill. This was the real. That's kind of where I got weirded out and kind of was like, I don't even know if I want to stay here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was not scared.
Like the evening. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And I honestly, I mean, like I said, there was no time to be scared. You just had to go. You had to react and go. And then I guess maybe the maddening thing is the next day on the news when you find out that it was just some dude like acting like a jackass in a theater who had no weapons on him, who just did it because, I don't know, he's a lunatic. I don't know. And it just kind of, that's when you're like, what an asshole. Like, why do you got to do that?
He saw Space Jam 2 and got pissed.
Yeah. Had some kind of mental break and just, I don't know.
Now, John, you, I mean, no offense, but you being a white guy, that story really went a different way than I thought it was going to. I figured, like, when you heard active shooter, you're like, oh, where? And you like kind of like walk in the direction that you're not supposed to be going.
Does it go all John Rambo on the thing? Like what?
Oh yeah.
No. Like you're just like, oh, what's everyone running away from? And you start, walking the wrong way because you're just very curious about what's going on over there. So I'm very proud of you for running away when you were supposed to, running the right direction, all these things. You didn't run up the stairs instead of like out of the door. I really I want to give you a thumbs up on that.
Well, but for active shooters though, isn't it like flight, hide, fight? Like, isn't that the order of operations for that? So the Funny Bone's right next to the exit. Why weren't they ushering people outside?
I don't know, because you know what, funny, Justin, I asked that when we were in the theater and there was like about 20 of us in that little room. Like, it was like the little room where where the server goes to put in your drink, so it's not very big.
Yeah.
And we're crammed in there, and I looked at the staff, because there was staff in there prepping the theater, and I said, "Hey, those double doors right there, where do they go?" And he goes, "They go to the parking garage." I'm like, "Okay." And he just looked at me and goes, "Sir, we're not leaving just yet." Like, I think they have a protocol that they have to follow.
But my thing is, if you're on the unlucky group that has the guy with the gun in the room, like, guess who's shooting fish in a barrel? You know what I mean? Like,
well, now, okay, but they're waiting on the situation to end, and how are they supposed to take your money if they ushered you out of the door? They want everyone to stay so that when the shooter goes away, the comedy starts back up. You buy more drinks.
So they're more worried about the money in your wallet than your life.
And to give the real answer to that, Justin, they don't know if the shooter has a partner, so that's why they wouldn't usher you outside, because you don't know what waits for you out there.
Okay. Yeah, and
I guess that every active shooter thing I've ever experienced is like, get outside, get to a safe location away from the thing. So like, that's a risk you run in general with that, right?
Plus, if you're throwing people in a tiny room, and then a bunch of them are calling 911 and yelling and freaking out, like, if the shooter's anywhere close and he is an actual active shooter that doesn't, give any fucks, then that's probably where he's going to go if he's anywhere close and hears that shit.
Either way, I'm glad they had a preparedness to do something.
Right. And you know what? That question was in my mind at that time. I remember thinking, if I hear pop, pop, pop in the front of Funny Bone, we're out those doors. Because it was literally about like 2 feet. But I mean, it's kind of like I said, it was
hindsight's 20/20, right? You never know.
You never know.
To Jason's point, you'd be running your head out into somebody else that has a gun. But.
Yeah.
And this is why you walk straight towards where the bad things are.
You know what?
See, Max?
I could see John taking his shoes and socks off and trying to find an air-conditioned vent. to go and
What do you mean? I'd take the shirt off and duct tape the gun to my back. You know.
Yeah.
Oh man! Hopefully you shaved your back because that's how you hear me yelping in the freaking court.
Yeah, it doesn't come free at all.
Sir, you're bleeding all over your back. Are you shot? No, I didn't shave my back.
You're also holding what looks like a cat wrapped in duct tape. What the hell?
My diehard experience is lacking.
Oh man,
Nick, thanks for all the comments, buddy. We love you, and again, I'm so sorry for your loss. Len was a great guy.
Mick, it really depends on how much cocaine John has done at that point in the evening. Whether he becomes Ellis or he becomes Bruce Willis at that point.
Hey, real quickly though, wait, I do want to say that the show went on and it was fantastic. The show was really good, and they even the comedian, and I can't remember her name, even poked fun a little bit at it, which was good.
Yeah, she was so good.
She was good. Can't remember
How
her
good
name.
do you have to be at the front of these mother truckers will shoot me?
Yeah, like we've already had one situation.
But I think the joke she made a joke, and somebody she was making a joke, and she looked down in the front row and she goes, "Don't I know you?" And the lady goes, "Yes, we were hiding in the kitchen together." She goes, "Oh yeah, Meredith, right? How you doing?" So I mean,
The comedian's name is Fortune Fimester, and the reason I bring her up is because John is right. When John told me he was going to the show, I was kind of jealous he didn't invite me because I've seen her do a few things, and she is hilarious. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, I like her. I like her a lot.
Yeah, her face is very familiar. I'm sure she's funny.
Yeah, she was really good. Really, really good.
You're right, John. You did bring me down.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, either way, I'm glad you're safe. I'm glad.
Thank you.
It's interesting to learn about that adrenaline rush of are you gonna be fight, flight, or I think there's a standstill even, right? Like if you better learn immediately if you're gonna be one of those things. Like if you're gonna freeze or have your in those types of situations, it's probably important to know. And you don't really get that until it's a real life situation. I think.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Because the drills, you can do drills until you're blue in the face, but until it happens, and like I said, it was very, 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 very weird.
I know
afterwards.
With all my Marine Corps training, I would be probably the third or fourth person running away from everything.
At least you know. It's like, I will head to the door. I got
it. Yeah. But once again, I do want to say, once again, to the Funny Bone staff, they did a fantastic job. Because I do feel like they have a system in place, and they were going to follow that system, and they did a great job. So mad respect for them.
And good on them too for keeping everybody within a relative level of calm. And it's like, hey,
just handing out drinks,
Yeah. Just boozing everybody up. That's how you get free booze from the Funny Bone. Have your crazy friend pull an active shooter thing.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a story from the Titanic or something? The bartender drank enough booze where the cold water didn't affect him as much, so he survived.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was just handing out shots to people, like, "Hey, we're about to go down." And he was taking them with him. And he was just so hammered he got in the water.
Better to drink it before it goes to waste,
Wait a minute, time out. I want to know: does this bartender think "Oh, fuck it, I'm gonna die"?
That's my thought.
Yeah.
And then several hours later, he wakes up in a hospital. He's like, "What the fuck? I'm not dead."
Whiskey saved my life.
It's sort of like the drunk driver situation. You're a lot more calm, so the bad things that happen to you aren't as bad.
You know what? That's a good point. Every time there's a drunk driving accident, the drunk is never that hard, never that harmed.
Yeah, because they're relaxed.
He's relaxed.
Or they're asleep.
In fact, I mean, that dude was the board that Rose was on at the end of Titanic. Some drunken bartender just climb onto him and you just ride him.
He's pushing Jack's face under the ground.
Yeah.
This is my girlfriend now, homie.
That's really happening. Pulling his leg under the water.
There was room, but not for a competition.
How am I supposed to get with this hot chick if you're alive, bro? Sorry.
She's really pretty.
Cock
So
is real.
I do want to say that I started something on this show that I hadn't seen on the internet. I'm sure this isn't because I've been preaching it or throwing it to the choir, but now it's starting to show up since I started talking about it, and that is this. John Cena looks like a yoked Jim Varney, and I agree.
It's bothered me deeply for years.
Now that the internet's starting to put that out there, I might get my movie.
I hope so. I love Jim Varney movies, and John Cena seems to have like comedic timing that could do it. So,
hey, by the way,
he should play Ernest's like super strong cousin.
Cousin. Yeah,
because I feel like we need to leave that. That was
you can't replace Ernest. It just has to be Vernest or something.
Is that really what you're aiming for, though? I mean, he's John Cena. He's had the belt many times. He's been in a whole lot of movies, and now, hey, I want to be Jim Varney.
Well, no,
it's worse careers to have.
It's
I feel like Ernest was a good thing. If he's gonna do some of the things that Jim Varney did, like for kids and stuff like that, then I think Ernest should live on in some way, and John Cena would be a good way to get that.
Well,
he's very personal.
I'm cool with Ernest living on in some way. I don't think it's a goal of John Cena's.
No, that's fair.
No.
John Cena big on Make-A-Wish
John Cena.
Sorry.
But if they can, if the check is good enough, I'm sure John Cena will.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, probably. But
I'll pretend I'm Ernest if the check's good enough, and that's a pretty low check for me to play.
Yeah.
But no, Jim Varney was a really cool dude. He did the Ernest thing, for a lot of just to make kids happy. So I feel like other than in the movies, he would go around and do Ernest in hospitals and shit. So if John Cena wants to do a little bit of that and get in on that action, I'm not gonna fucking begrudge him. But I just don't feel like he should play Ernest. Like we can.
I really appreciate John's face. He would just like someone really far in an elevator.
I'm thumbs downing George's comments.
Yeah,
everybody thumbs down all of George's comments. Haven't we learned that from
JBL? Who's JBL?
JBL's a douchebag.
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer, but back in the day, he was a complete asshole and bully backstage. But now he gave up the booze, so now he's seen a new light.
Gave up the booze.
John Bradshaw Layfield.
Oh, okay, I have no fucking clue.
Yeah, he got that one dude to pretty much quit on camera.
Palmer Cannon.
No, the one announcer guy.
Oh, Mauro Ronaldo.
Yeah. He just gave us so much shit that he was just like, screw it.
Yeah, exactly.
Before I play this clip John asked me to play, I want to take a quick second since Clint and George are in the crowd. I want to say, everybody check out The Perfect 10 tonight at 9 o'clock. It'll be on the 3 Geeks channel as well as the Dueling Aces. They will be doing the top 10 TV best modes of transportation. So we can go on and hear all the reasons George is wrong in his picks, and it'll be a fun and fabulous time, everybody.
10 TV modes of transportation?
Yeah.
Star Trek.
Star Trek.
Period.
Gotta be number one. Yeah, he's just like, you just get there.
What did I just miss?
Top 10 modes of TV transportation.
We just fucked up the Perfect 10.
Yeah. Nailed it.
Sliders?
What?
No, I would say sliders has got to be on the top 10 worst modes of transportation.
I don't know. I mean, it's always a fun thing.
It's like sliders. Which one's worse, sliders or Quantum Leap?
Ooh, interesting. But I mean, Quantum Leap, you get to be different people all the time.
Mark Wahlberg's talking to animals?
Yeah, this is a clip.
Mark Wahlberg knows everyone's mother.
But Jason, you need to play the other clip that is the fallout of said skit on SNL.
Oh, I will. John, he just told you. John gets so excited about these things.
I do get so excited.
Last week's Matlock episode we did was on wrestling, and John just could not contain himself.
I couldn't.
He was so excited to talk about
boy.
I was
he
very excited.
Got wrestling right, and that made John very happy.
And Jason loves saying the words "dick butt kiss."
Yeah, I am totally for.
Yeah,
Taco Bear's
That is
legend.
a handle right there.
Dick butt
Can we
kiss.
just hyphenate that all together?
I'm sure he did as a child.
Don't worry,
Is
it's
that,
coming.
is that what
Please do.
Oh,
Poor George.
Hey man, he's the one riding around in a TARDIS.
Yeah,
You know what,
it's just a slower TARDIS. I don't
it's like
understand.
a TARDIS you get from Czechoslovakia.
We have a TARDIS at home.
Like,
TARDIS at
you
home.
go.
The TARDIS is what I roll in, the time and relative dimension and fucking space.
I love George for the same reason I love Tim. Is that no matter how much shit you give those guys, they know how to take the joke.
They just keep coming back.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not sure
always
why.
All right, here we go. We do have geeky stuff to talk about today. We're just doing this for now.
I'm just telling you guys, this is what is going to happen to us one day because, gentlemen, he's going to show up at our doors because of making fun of his car dealership.
But he's going to talk to my mom, so we're
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Right. You know, I'm down, but I feel like he would choose to punch me in the face. I gotta say, Sandberg got off lights.
Do you say a lot of bad things about Mark Wahlberg?
Well,
I feel like I've said enough bad things about Mark.
when we
Just enough for one punch in the face.
But
Sometimes-
were they recorded?
Justin, sometimes we like to make fun of his car dealership. I mean, what's the deal with that?
Say hi to your mother for me.
Say hi to your mother for me. Oh shit! He heard. He's here.
Yeah. It was the last sentence. He hears it. I have to say hello to someone's mother.
That's like his spider sense. Whenever you say it, you say how do you mother for me? He pops up like Candyman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Candyman.
Mark Wahlberg.
No. You got to say hi to your mother for me like 5 times.
He shows up behind you in your car. He doesn't.
Yeah, and then whatever door you're closing at that door, the next door you're closing, he shows up behind like, whoa, shit.
He has a Wahlberger shirt on, just ready to rock you.
Could I interest you in buying a Chevrolet?
Would you like a gently used Chevrolet?
You suddenly get dealer plates.
You're gonna buy this Chevrolet, or I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Again, in a matter of months, we're going to turn on TMZ, and there's going to be a story about us.
What
Mark
great publicity, though. That'd be the most people have ever seen.
I'm okay with that.
Steve Levine's going to be leaning on that cubicle with his protein shake. So what do you got for me? About 5 podcasters in Columbus, Ohio got the shit kicked out of them by Mark Wahlberg. Oh, let's run with that.
They lined up in a line just for the punch him down.
Just Mark Wahlberg.
Look, I've been punched by way less famous people. I will happily get punched.
And he tried to get Kevin Sorbo to punch him.
What?
I didn't try. I mean, what? He was walking by. I was like, Hercules, and he didn't appreciate that.
He got angry, huh?
But
Is that before?
To get punched?
Is that before or after I asked him about his dad being a math teacher?
Before
Oh,
then.
okay.
They set John up for success.
But
I
I'm guessing
still
he's
wasn't-
heard that one before.
Probably.
I still wasn't allowed to put the Jesus Bro movie in the background either. So thanks, guys.
You're welcome. I mean, anything for you.
So I'll get into the one not nerdy story I have here, which is ABC can't get enough of Steve Harvey, but you can't blame them. Since the popular host took over Family Feud in 2010, the show's audience skyrocketed, which is also the reason why Harvey has been on it for over a decade. Today, the network announced it has greenlit a new comedy show hosted by Harvey. Judge Steve Harvey is the working title. And yes, we have real cases where the decisions are final. And out of any judge show in my life that I've ever wanted to see, I think this one could be actually funny.
Is he a lawyer? Like, is this all civil cases? I assume?
No, he's the judge.
Yeah.
It's just like Judy.
Judges
Shiro
are lawyers.
or-
You know that, right?
He doesn't have to know law. He's a
No.
comedian that gets really good ratings. Come on.
Justin,
Right.
the judge shows, a lot of them, they're not judges. All that they do is the people that come on the show sign contracts where they agree that whatever that judge decides is what happens.
Oh,
But
well,
in
then
the
you're
case of,
disrespecting the name judge.
but in
Judges
case,
are normally lawyers.
in the case of this show, I can't speak
Yeah.
on.
What do you
those
mean, no?
shows.
I have a friend in Indianapolis that's a judge, and he is a lawyer. And his compatriots are judges that are also lawyers.
But his name is Judge
Yeah.
Dredd, Justin. So
Right, yeah.
there's
Yeah,
that.
this is the law.
But on Judge
But he
Steve
is the law.
Harvey, on Judge Steve Harvey, the producers will be paying the whatever it gets. Like if they're awarded $600, it's going to come from the Steve Harvey show. It's not going to come from their pockets. So it's one of the advantages of going on.
That's stupid.
Okay.
But I love it.
That's how they do Judge Judy and shit.
Yeah.
Judge
Like, you get paid
Judy's
to
an
be on
actual
Judge
lawyer, I
Judy.
think.
Yeah.
my
Yes, she
thing-
was. Judge Mathis and Judge Joe Brown were lawyers and judges. Or
So I don't,
Judge Joe Brown
more of
was
my
actually-
points are being proven right now.
But
Yeah.
Justin, you're
Right.
taking the judge
But
part
also-
too seriously.
Also, it's fucking television.
That's fair. I wouldn't use the word judge.
The reason I want to
Yeah.
see
But
this
he's
is
making
That's also
judgments. What he's the shot caller.
Just say Steve Harvey decides. I don't know.
Yeah. Steve Harvey decides are faked.
the
He's
thing I
making
like.
judgments that people have to stand for. He's a judge. He's a TV judge. Like, obviously, it's not going to matter in a real court of law. But like that's not what it's
But yet, people who watch the show are going to think it matters in a real court of law because they're idiots.
The reason I want to see this.
that, what does it matter
Sorry,
anyway?
Jason, let me sidetrack you.
Because
The
they're going to do
reason I
something
want to
stupid
see
and say,
this
Judge
is
Harvey
because-
said I could do it.
Jesus, let me talk. I'm just kidding.
No!
The reason I want to see this is because the best part of Steve Harvey on Family Feud is when he lays into the people for saying something stupid or goes on a comedy riff. And these are going to be stupid people brought in front of him. So that part I'm looking forward to seeing is him just roasting these people. Because I love Steve Harvey as a comedian, and I think that this actually fits his comedy style.
Yeah, I think it could be a lot of fun for sure.
I already put that up, Max.
I just want to put it up again.
I mean, Hot Town Nick in the City is a very good email.
Jason, before you start jumping into geeky news, because I'm a little bit behind on my geeky news, I'm going to bow out, gentlemen. I wish you a good Sunday afternoon.
Absorb the geeky news.
I like how you tipped your hat when you have a hat on your head. You totally could have actually
Very,
done
very
it, right?
political with the hands.
Same with-
All right, guys. See ya.
All right, so we're
There's
back.
podcast award nominee John Orlando.
He's a good dude.
Yes, John's a good guy. He is. He does want a trailer for Matt Talk, but we're gonna work on
I
it.
think it'd be a lot of fun. I think you guys could do a really cool trailer. Just go to the courthouse
yeah.
downtown and do it.
I meant he wants a trailer to a dressing room trailer, like one right before he records that he can go into and relax, like they have on sets of films and stuff. Justin,
Well, as soon as we can actually make money on podcasting, maybe we can afford to do something like that. But until then, guess who's just getting ready in their car?
We'll go see some pikeys about a caravan.
It was us who wanted a caravan from you.
we do have a lot of
Carry on the
geeky
blue
topics,
Carry on the blue.
but before we get into the Spider-Man trailer and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles new game that's coming out, and Metroid and Final Fantasy, I pulled up a list of the 20 best video games as decided by Metacritic scores. So they took the Metacritic scores and they broke it down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read you guys the list of all 20, and then we'll talk about the list. Does that sound okay? Or do you want me to go through them and we talk as we go?
We'll do them one by one. How's that? Because Metacritic sucks.
This is going to take 4 hours.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
This is
It's gonna be
we
great.
should have started about this at the beginning of the show if we're doing all 20.
John doesn't know
I'd say
shit about
cut it
video
down-
games.
Cut it down to the top 10. Like if
No.
we're going to talk about each one individually.
What I'll do is I'll just breeze through 10 through 11, and then we'll go to 10 and then go from there. Okay, I'll just read them off.
Yeah.
Sure, that sounds good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, at number 20, we have Uncharted 2, Among Thieves. Number 19, GoldenEye 007. I honestly expected it to be higher. Number 18, BioShock. Number 17, Half-Life 2. Again, I expected that one to be a little higher. Number 16, and this one surprised me, NFL 2K1.
Yeah.
I never played the
That's,
2K
that's
versions of
kind of
NFL
cool.
games.
Yeah, they were better, I thought, but hey.
Yeah, me too. Number 15, Halo Combat Evolved.
That seems low for me. But
Number 14, Super Mario Odyssey, which Mario you will see is a theme in this list.
Of course it is.
Number 13, Grand
Odyssey was a
Theft
good one.
Auto 3, which again, this is one I could totally see being on this list.
Yeah, I expected that.
Yeah.
I remember that being higher in the list than it actually is.
Number 12, Metroid Prime.
Okay.
Number 11, Perfect Dark.
That's weird.
what was number 11? I'm sorry, Jason. Real fast, I didn't hear it. Sorry.
Number 11 was Perfect Dark. Mick, I sent you an invite to join, so you're more than welcome to.
How does Perfect Dark beat 007 though?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
That's weird.
I agree with that.
Again,
It's probably in the same way that people like Knights of the Old Republic 2 versus like the story was better in Knights of the Old Republic 1, but the gameplay was a little bit like smoothed out in Knights of the Old Republic 2. You know, like I don't know. I never played it. I hate 007 because my brother was very, very good at it and I was very, very bad at it.
That will ruin that game. Yeah, that will definitely ruin that game.
You'll have that.
But so I never played Perfect Dark, but I think it's like a more mechanics thing, you know, just like it came out later, it was more polished.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, number 10 is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3.
I loved that game. I loved that game.
Yeah, Pro Skater was one of those games that was like everyone played. You know, like I feel like I think I had Pro Skater 2 on the Game Boy Advance, but like all the games were like.
And that was back when the flip skateboards were a big thing, right? When you were kids, like it was right along the same everything was skateboard related when that thing was out.
Yeah. Yeah, X Games became huge and all that
Extreme.
Number 9, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
All right.
I love this game.
Yes.
I've not been able to play it, but I've heard nothing but good things. I have no problem.
I like climbing things.
If you get your hands on the Switch, this is one of the games you need to have. It is absolutely 100% must be played if you have the platform.
A quick side on this. If you guys were doing a top 10 right now and you had to put Zelda on your list, which one would you do? Mine would be the Super Nintendo, A Link to the Past. Dan?
Yeah. Zelda 2 would be probably like a third on the top 10 maybe.
Okay, Max?
Considering Breath of the Wild is the only Zelda game that I've actually played, I'm going to have to say Breath of the Wild.
My God.
Oh, no, I didn't play the
game. It's a fantastic game.
I played the one that came out on the Wii and the GameCube. Which one was that?
Twilight Princess?
Yes, Twilight Princess. But I played it on the Wii, so I hated it.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, the only Zelda game I've played is Ocarina of Time. Hey.
What's that?
You don't get me in studio. You get me in my comfy couch.
Yeah.
It's nice seeing your face, Mick. We haven't done anything together in a while.
I played Ocarina of Time. Hey.
Listen, there's a lot. Oh wait, I should probably turn off the thing. I'm listening to the show and you guys here.
That's quite a delay.
Yeah, that's a hell of a delay. No, wait 10 seconds and I'll say that again.
I hear you guys.
Good, man. How you been?
I'm okay.
Son of I will leave this room right now.
I don't know what you guys are doing a top 20 in video games for. If it's not Madden 1 through 15, and then Turtles in Time, and then the X-Men arcade game, and then of course,
Welcome to Die.
Simpsons Hit and Run. Let's call it a day.
Okay, so number 8 on this list, and I know Max loves this game. It is Grand Theft Auto 5.
Okay.
Yes, I'm a huge fan of this game. I'm very proud of how they've handled this game. Like all the free downloadable content. The game's been out since the Xbox One came out, and they've still put out more content for free. And I think that's a model that not a lot of different game makers have chosen to follow, but it obviously works. So no, I love GTA 5, especially because like I feel like they try to take care of their fans and their players.
Do you think it's on this list for longevity reasons or the actual story? Because like to me, Red Dead Redemption was a better story, but I think being around for 20 years.
Red Dead Redemption is so slow. I cannot play Red Dead Redemption.
Oh,
fair enough.
I'm not saying it's bad. Like it's just too slow for me. Like I don't like the pace of the game at all.
Sure.
I can't do an old Western, just like.
Well, I mean, Max, in fairness, it wasn't really built for your time. Let's face facts. The Old West was not.
Fair. I keep saying if I had a time travel machine, I would not go back in time. Like that's not even a day. But
what's that line from Men in Black 3 when he's just like, "You sure you want to go back to the 60s? It wasn't a good time for your people."
Yeah, absolutely. I 100% agree. There's no point in going back for me. But no, I just like as far as the pacing of the game and how things work out, like I just could not get behind Red Dead. After playing GTA 5, but it's still a very well-made game, and a lot of people love it. The story's really good. So
for sure. I was just curious if
trash it for other people.
Yeah, Trevor's wild in that game. He's my favorite character, I think.
Yeah, yes. The story mode is fun, and GTA Online is a lot of fun, and I feel like that's really good for that game.
What I think is fascinating about GTA 5 is they incorporate a lot more elements from like The Sims into the world as well. So you're not just running around. You can actually have a house and a place for your stuff, and you can have relationships. And I just think it combined two of the best games into one, and that's why I think so many people are addicted to it. But if Justin would have just shut up for 5 seconds,
did I nail it?
7 is Red Dead Redemption 2.
Hey, see?
I don't know why it's 2 though, because I found that relentlessly boring.
Oh, 2 I thought was on another level story-wise.
GTA is way better than that.
I disagree, and so does this list. That's fine.
I mean, I would have definitely gone with Red Dead Redemption 1.
1 was great too.
2, you got to wait for all the character animations to end, and that just gets so tedious so quick.
I love getting eaten by alligators. I love feeding people to alligators. I'm a dark human in that game.
Number 6, and as I said, this is going to be a theme on this list, is Super Mario Galaxy 2.
Yeah, okay.
I never played any of the Super Mario Galaxies.
I know they're good. I'm in the same boat, though.
They're like true sequels to Mario 64, kind of like Odyssey was as well.
Kind of.
I played Odyssey on the Switch. I've not played. I actually did get the that Super Mario game that's got a whole bunch of different Super Mario games on it, but I haven't played that yet.
That's a good one with this Mario Sunshine. I love Mario Sunshine. Number 5 is Super Mario Galaxy 1.
Hooray!
Man, Nintendo's cranking out some good games back.
Yeah, Nintendo's paying those people.
Right on wrong.
No, see, when Nintendo finally releases a game for like their prized characters, they're usually pretty solid, like Zelda and Mario and Metroid we got coming very soon, which I'm excited about. Number 4 is Soul Calibur.
Okay.
I love
the original, I assume?
One of my favorite games. Yeah, for on the Dreamcast is what they're
PlayStation
talking about.
It was a lot of fun.
This list is all over Nintendo and Rockstar's dick because number 3 is Grand Theft Auto 4.
I don't know how 4 got higher than the other ones.
Yeah,
4 got higher than 3 and 5. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Like, I would have definitely gone with the gangster one. San Andreas. There we go.
The San Andreas was great. 4, I love San Andreas.
The only thing I really remember about 4 is that Roman keeps calling you because he wants to play pool or go to the strip club. And I'm like, shut up. I'm in the middle of running over pedestrians. I don't want to talk.
Transition into Simpsons Hit and Run.
Number 2
that is the one thing I will complain about GTA 5. Like, I wish you could put your phone on airplane mode or something. Like, fucking calling me.
Yeah.
I get it. There are things to do. I'm busy.
And then there's that one like Jamaican dude. I can't tell what the hell he's saying. Like half the time. I don't know.
Oh, I wouldn't have a problem with that probably.
Well, the
Yeah.
sound mix is just like when you're out of the car and he's talking and there's no music going and stuff, it's fine. But when he calls you, like the sound mix is just weird. And when, with the dude's accent, I can't hear shit.
Number 2 is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I think
That's
that's
a good
the
one.
one I played on Game Boy Advance. But yeah, like when Pro Skater came out, it kind of changed the game for a while. They had a few good ones.
Yeah, it owned the genre for a long time, and then
Yes,
Like
absolutely.
I did earlier, I am going to go around the horn and let I know, so I'm not going to partake, but I want everybody to guess what number 1 is, starting with Max.
Knights of the Old Republic.
Justin.
if we're doing longevity, maybe Skyrim. I don't know.
Mick.
That's a good question. I don't know. I'm probably going to be a Nintendo game, I would guess.
You're probably right.
I'll say Super Mario Brothers 3 for nostalgia.
Ooh,
Man.
It used to be Ocarina of Time.
Oh, yeah.
It is Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Nailed it.
Deserves it.
Yeah, it was great.
But does it really?
It deserves to be on the list. It does deserve to be on the list.
I'm fine with that. I just like to
Prod.
talking shit.
Hey, I still have Tony Hawk 2.5 for the OG Xbox. So
Listen. You go back to N64 and you're playing Bash at the Beach.
yeah,
There's your game right there.
really.
N64 is my favorite console.
Not even the Jukes time period. It's fucking WCW on that one. Okay.
Nice. I'm thinking, do we want to do a break today, or do we want to just go with it?
Nah, let's just go with it.
So whatever you want to. You're running the ship.
No, I'm good.
All right. Let's just go for it.
If
All
I
right.
gotta
Right,
run out and use the
so
bathroom,
we're taking a break. I got some pizza to eat.
No.
No? Okay.
No.
You can
Go
definitely
get the pizza.
turn off your video, go get your pizza, and come back, eat the pizza.
Or not. I don't care.
Do whatever you want, man. You're doing great.
See, Mickey, you just gotta fold it, and that way you can hold it. You see, like that's
Just
the
gotta
key.
fold it.
Num num num
Then you can hold it.
num 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 num.
Hold it
num.
to hold it. That's the key.
All right, everybody. We're going geek. Going geek for all of the nerds out there that have been asking us to do some geeky stuff. It's been probably a month since we've gone
We've
full
been doing
geek,
geeky
so
stuff.
let's start with it.
Just can't stop going geek.
Oh, look at this. This is a good one. Some suggest that Parker's powers include the male spider's ability to hypnotize females.
Stop. Come on.
This is my spider lord.
Can we just like slap
It
you
has like a webbing thing.
That's right, folks. Spider-Man is in fact
I'm so glad he's back, J.K. Simmons.
Listen, I did not kill Mysterio. The drones did. The drones that are yours.
Does any part of you feel?
So that guy in the white suit,
What do you mean?
there's some like photos online of him, and it looks
Now
a
that
lot like
everybody
Charlie
knows, you
Cox.
don't really
I
have to
hope it
hide
is.
or lie.
Okay.
For the record, I never wanted to lie to you. Like, how do you tell someone that you're Spider-Man? Now everybody knows. But this isn't about me. This is hurting a lot of people. I've just been thinking about how to fix all of this.
The only thing that gets me about this is like, why would Doctor Strange do this?
Please
Like,
say
it
that
just does not make any sense.
We're beyond.
I don't think it's the
Okay.
Doctor Strange we
Steven.
know. I think that's the twist.
That feels weird, but I'll allow it.
Like Loki.
When
Or
Mysterio
an
revealed my
alternate
identity,
reality.
my entire life
Possible.
got screwed up. I was wondering if
I feel like Doctor Strange would do this.
strange.
Don't cast that spell. It's too dangerous. Fine. I won't.
I love him as Doctor Strange.
But the entire world is about to forget that Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
Wait, everyone? Can't some people still know?
That's not how the spell works.
No.
Forget about everything we've ever been
No.
through.
Stop tampering with
I'm
this.
glad they're touching on this because this was a big thing in Marvel Civil War that they just totally bypassed.
This is It's a bigger thing in DC's Identity Crisis.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, but DC will never get to it.
We tap into the stability of space-time.
I feel like DC can make Identity Crisis now, and they can get away with it.
I don't think they can.
It's just all the different Jokers in a room talking.
Yeah, they'd make it all happy, and then Batman turns into a bunch of monkeys.
Longer to do it.
No, but I liked the Long Halloween. I feel like they did a good job with that.
I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know.
William Dafoe! I can't wait to see him in this movie.
Be careful what you wish for, Parker.
He was a great Green Goblin.
Yeah, I like the character he played. I did not like the suit they put him in.
No,
That's fair. That's fair. The suit was bad.
looked like a fun Power Ranger.
I mean, Willem Dafoe is scarier without the fucking mask.
Yeah.
They put him in.
Manic William Dafoe, Lighthouse William Dafoe is a scary human.
I wonder. Do you know they're going to upgrade them in the new universe?
Yeah.
I'm wondering what kind of upgrades we're going
I
to see.
hope. Yeah, I mean, I'm down. I've liked all the Spider-Man movies so far. I'm 100% down for this one. I don't even need the trailer. But I was kind of hoping for the Matt Murdock, trial sort of scene, where they bring Charlie Cox in as Matt Murdock. That would be really, really cool. But I guess we're not doing that.
No,
We don't know. We don't know if Charlie Cox is going to be in this because there's a lot of rumors, but they're like from credible sites that say Charlie Cox was around. So it would be awesome if Charlie Cox was on, and not in the same way they did Quicksilver on WandaVision, like as actual Matt Murdock. Like, don't make him another character, please, God, don't.
Well,
but when I saw Doc Ock, that's when I was like, yeah.
They supposedly there was a rumor going around saying that to reverse all of this, they have to go back, reverse the spell and everything, and people find out who he is again, and then he just decides to go and do his trial, and that's where Matt Murdock comes in.
Yeah, that's a cool thing. I hope they do it, and I hope they play it right. But I feel like Charlie Cox's Matt Murdock was really a really good Daredevil. And they need to keep that going if they can. That was a really good casting.
I agree. He did a great job with Daredevil.
Honestly, guys, I am surprised that Sony let Disney wait because the movie comes out in 3 months. I'm surprised they let them wait this long to start the promotional train because usually this shit starts early. So kudos.
Yeah.
Well, I think sorry, go ahead.
I'm just really tired of Shang-Chi commercials, so I'm happy that they started doing it.
I keep seeing stuff online where they're gun shy with stuff just because Shang-Chi's reception looking not too good, so they're not sure if they're gonna push and stuff. Yeah, that's different articles I've read, but I don't know if that's true or not. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be watching it next weekend.
Yeah.
They've already got my money, but Shang-Chi is going to be the weakest of all of the films so far, I think. It's going to be maybe better than Iron Man 2 or 3.
Oh, come on now.
Justin, the Shang-Chi reception is a 91% critic rating. It's positive.
No, I'm talking about the fans'
How
reaction.
dare you, Justin?
That's been. I mean,
I don't know.
Rotten Tomatoes has been very critical acclaim and then audience reception being
that's
bad.
fair. The people that haven't seen it, their excitement levels.
I'm talking about the audience. I'm hoping it's good. I want it to be good.
Okay, no. I get that. I'm there too.
So then there's a certain amount of people that'll just downvote it because it's not their favorite guy.
Yeah,
that's the problem with any kind of Metacritic.
There's a whole culture of podcasters, reviewers that are just their whole shtick is anti anything Marvel, DC.
Yeah.
We're geeks, we're nerds, blah, blah, and then it's just but we're gonna rip apart every aspect of all of these things. It's so ridiculous.
There's just no fun in it. Like, why do you even bother?
You don't have to lay into me so thick. All right, Mick. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hater Max.
Yeah. I don't like Star Wars anymore.
No.
I never said that.
Max's gripe with Phase 4 is like fair to him because Max has never liked time travel, and time travel is obviously playing a huge part in everything going forward. So I get why Max, is starting to lose some interest, especially with some of the TV shows. But full steam ahead for me. I'm all in. So far, everything they've put out, I've been a fan of.
Matt, I was going to just ask Max, is it that you don't like time travel movies, or do you not like how Marty McFly created rock and roll and stuff?
Well, Marty McFly did not create rock and roll. It was appropriated like the white man does in so many things. But
That's fair.
Let's not get it twisted. All right?
Well, why not Marty? Why does it have to be Elvis? I mean, come on.
Why does it have to be okay? I was gonna say you're about to get me like actually heated. But I know you're joking. So that's fine. But no, I don't like time travel because I like the first couple Terminator movies. I do enjoy the Back to the Future movies. They do time travel in a way that I think doesn't really bother me, but it's always like, okay, if you have the power of time travel, why don't you just go back to 1 second before you fucked up whatever you fucked up and not fuck it up? Like that's my whole deal. It's always explainable. Like they can always, it's never like, okay, we can only time travel this one time, so why not just that's why I don't like the end of Avengers. I don't like a lot of things because it's just like, oh well, why don't you just fix it?
They explain that in the Avengers.
Yeah. See, every time you have time travel, it's got its own rules that they can't do that.
Fixing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, but it's like, okay, well, yeah, just go back in time and fix it.
I don't even love time travel.
That's what they do. They send at the end of Avengers, they send Captain America back in time to fix everything, and it's like, well, okay, why don't you just do that in the first place? I just don't. I don't like time travel, but it's okay. If they make a good movie, because I do enjoy Terminator, I do enjoy Back to the Future. So if they make a good movie, I can still enjoy it. But I just hate time travel as a concept.
Yeah, fair enough. Like I hate time travel in like the butterfly effect because that was just dumb.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and there's a lot of poor handlings of a bad idea. It's like, okay, like we've got this thing, it's stupid anyway, and we're gonna fuck it up. Like that's double bad.
We got to make something edgy like Donnie Darko, and now we're gonna add time travel.
The best part about that movie was when he goes back to the fetus and kills himself.
Yes. And then I thought no more sequels, but then they made sequels.
Just kept coming.
Because time travel.
Yeah. Why not?
But it wasn't the same character, Dan.
Don't care.
I saw one of the sequels and it was awful.
Why? It's like watching the Prophecy sequels.
We just talked to a dude about that. Don't insult it the next day.
Hey, that guy was awesome despite your opinions on the Prophecy. He did bring us Bill and Ted. And
that's fine. The guy can be awesome. I'm just saying that whole cosmology is dumb.
Bill and Ted is another time travel series that I enjoy. But, time travel.
Because they didn't take it too seriously.
Because it's dumb and stupid and it's fun.
Yeah. So I mean, again, I'm not hating. Like, if you make a watchable, enjoyable movie, I can enjoy it. But again, just the whole concept is
it's not like Bill and Ted are taking the Klingon warship and going around the sun in a certain way to go back in time and save some whales.
Yeah, or they don't fly around the Earth 800,000 times.
Yeah,
to cause the rotation of the Earth to change.
Because that's how time is stopped.
Kill everyone on the planet.
I like time travel movies if they're fun. They have to be fun. There was one that's really good called About Time with just like a nice romantic movie or whatever, But I thought, even though it was so simple and like kind of dumbed down the time travel in it, I just thought it was really good how they put it together.
I'll check it out. Like, you know, again, if it's a good movie, I can enjoy a good movie. But like, yeah, the time travel has got to be handled in a way where it's like not the main focus of the thing, or you know, or just like I don't know. You make a good movie and I'll watch it. Like that's.
Speaking of time travel and Mick mentioning Turtles in Time earlier, let's check out this new trailer for Turtles: Shredder's Revenge.
Nice.
Great segue.
Yeah.
Great segue.
Couldn't tell that was produced.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes, Kung Fu April O'Neil.
It does look pretty good, though.
Is that cultural appropriation?
What does that mean?
What? She's culturally appropriating turtles.
Oh, drops the mic.
I love these games. My son and I just beat the Power Rangers new one that they did like this.
Yeah.
When did this drop?
The trailer dropped a couple days ago. The game comes out in like a month or so.
I played this. I love going to those retro arcades, the barcades, and just like smacking 100 lives and just dying, like, throwing bodies and just playing the game.
The only thing,
throwing the people in the bar and then
arcades,
oh yeah.
The only thing I don't like about barcades is like you're not using coins and like there's just you get to play as long as you want. It takes away something about the arcade when like you're not down to your last fucking quarter. You know, like there's something about
that's true. But those games were meant to like take your money, so it's like I feel like if you ever want to beat the thing, but.
Yeah, then you better have $7 and you better be fucking good at the game.
Well, okay, but what if I just pay $10 and then I beat it at home, but it's still a downloaded arcade game.
But I'm just talking about like the arcade, the barcade experience. It doesn't really matter what game you're playing. Like, cause I love Time Crisis. Right, and so like I go to a barcade and I see Time Crisis is there. I'm like, oh man, Time Crisis. But then I'm playing and I get through the whole thing. And I'm just like, that's weird. Like, I'm not satisfied. Because,
I love the pedal shooter, though.
Pressure. Yes, I'm down for that. But, like, I didn't feel the pressure that I normally felt, like, when you're down to your fucking last quarter. I don't know. There's something about that. There should be a happy medium.
I go back to the thing of, like, the games were built to have like instant kills where they're burning your quarters, like you couldn't avoid it or whatever. Like you would never get to the point of where you were at now without having $50 in your pocket full of quarters. You know what I mean?
Right. Noah's Arcade was built on that.
Yes.
Now
I guess my point mainly being is like it had nothing to do with your skill level and everything to do with the game was like rigged against you. That's all.
Yeah, but you could still. Go ahead, Dan.
I feel that in my lifetime, I have put enough money into an arcade game that I can freely go down to what 8-bit and go all the way through Turtles the arcade game and not feel one bit guilty.
I hear what Max is saying.
It's not guilt that I'm saying, but like no, there's that pressure again. Like it's not the guilt. I don't feel like I'm stealing the game or anything like that. It's like when you're on your last fucking life and you know
the stakes are higher.
There's
like
a feeling. Yeah. So like that's like I'm just missing that. It takes away something.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
Or when you beat it the second time and you saved $1 in quarters, like how good does that feel? Like I did it faster than last time.
You're like, holy shit, I'm fucking good at this.
And I feel that being drunk while you're playing it kind of mitigates that. So
we should do a 3 weeks outing to a retro arcade. Mick, you're invited if you want to come from.
That'd be fun. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Have a couple hours to meet us.
Yeah, it'd be worth it for the.
You know, I threw Mick
2 hours
of this show without taking a second to talk to him. Mick, how you been?
I've been better.
We did take a second to talk.
You've joined some network.
I'm good, man. Just living the life.
Plug yourself, man. You've joined a couple networks. You've got some big things going on. You're joining a TV station.
I don't even know what's going on, honestly. Like, I've been dealing with so much crap outside of the Scene Snobs. Like, that was more like they were emailing me, and I'm just like, here, just take the information and leave me alone. It's just like I was like, I got enough going on. Yeah, we actually premiered today to protest. By the way, I have been fighting with them because we're on the Helium Radio Network. They invited us onto their network or whatever. It's like a radio, internet radio station. And they're going to replay episodes of our weekly episodes starting today at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. But I am arguing with them to move that, so I am not competing with you guys. I just didn't have a chance to keep fighting all week to do it this week.
Yeah. Understandable.
Hey, that's cool, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Yeah, no, I just I'm because I'm working with it now and see if we can get a better time or something. Not a better time, but like a time that's not.
Yeah, I took that personally almost immediately.
Yeah, really.
And then we were on Radio Free Hub City is what it's called, and Venue TV. So it's going to be a TV station, streaming station that's on Roku and all that stuff, and then they have our internet radio station as well. So.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, they're located in Maryland next to us, so we'll probably be doing some live events with them at their studio.
That's sweet.
We wanted to do that once back in the day. We had a dream.
Come down, hang out. Well, we'll do like a 3 Geeks Scene Snobs.
I would love that. That'd be great. Let's do that. Road trip.
I would love to podcast with Casey. I mean, podcast.
Well, you son of a bitch. Thank you.
Casey.
Wow, just to the shins.
Of a person, and I love that dude to death, and I just wish all the best things for him. If that means that Nick also prospers, I guess that's okay. But Casey is the shit.
Max has his love affair with Casey. I have my love affair with Mick.
Okay, so what we have to do is we get two of us to go to Mix, and then we get the other two to go to Casey's, and then we can all podcast.
There you go.
Doesn't Casey live near you, Nick? Isn't that?
Casey lives like 45 minutes away from me. Yeah.
Okay. That's not bad.
That's why I make him come here to do the show.
Me too. Sorry, Mick.
That would be fun, though, right? Like we should do a like mixed Christmas episode or something.
Yeah, I'd love that.
Now we have
the worst elephant, like the worst white elephant gifts or something, and just do that.
I'm working very hard to get Mick in the same room as us.
Everybody get some Play-Doh, make a mold of yourself, and then we're just going to take one picture of each of our molds because nobody has time to do stop motion. And then that's it. We'll just talk over it.
Yes. I'm 100% down for this. Also, my mold is going to look like hot fucking garbage.
Also, what exactly of ourselves are we molding? Because this could be very interesting.
Like, I'm actually just going to take
it's all dick.
Just one long shaft, like it doesn't even end or have like just.
You get a one snake, a couple really badly done people, and a dick. That's what you get.
You get what you deserve.
This isn't the podcast you wanted; it's the one you needed.
Do they make brown Play-Doh? Like, I mean, mine would just look like dog shit.
Yes.
I'm just gonna take a picture of a steaming pile of dog shit and call that.
It does not, however, taste like chocolate.
Our Christmas special has gone downhill very quickly.
What do you mean downhill? This is great.
Speaking of going downhill quickly, I'm just kidding. This franchise has not gone downhill quickly at all, in my opinion.
Did you just shut down our Christmas special, Metroid?
He did. He just shut it down for Metroid.
Welcome to my world, Mick.
Dude, not only did he do that, but he sent a message that says, "I got to duck out, so fuck your conversation."
Yeah.
He's gonna just throw up the trailer right
It's
now.
a Metroid game that was supposed to come out like 10 years ago. Come on.
No, to be fair, Mick, I was going to end the show at 1:30, but the conversation is going so well, and I know Max likes to keep it going if it's going well. With the live
I can't quite hear you over the
Can't hear you
shooting.
at all. Yeah.
Turn the sound off.
Metroid.
Or stop
An
talking.
aggressive
Either way.
trailer.
Yeah.
This looks good as fuck.
Yeah, it does.
It's like Contra.
What
Yeah,
I
I
was
can see
saying,
that.
Mick, was I was going to end the show at 1:30, but the conversation was going so well that I put that out there so that way they could continue when I left.
Well, you don't have to worry about that now, so just end it at 1:30.
Yeah, you threw it out in the world.
Yeah, I guess we
really.
got fucking better things to do, Jason.
Yeah, really. Jesus.
That's all of us specifically.
Right. No, I'd rather be here with you guys.
Yeah, let's just talk to Mick. It's fine.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Well,
I
we're
got-
playing the Christmas special live on air.
Yeah. It's gonna be amazing.
Christmas in August, you sons of bitches.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, you guys plan that. I plan enough crap with marathons.
That's fair.
and shit.
That's fair. You have done a lot.
Excuse me while I down this
Oh.
fifth. I got to get in the right frame of mind.
There's an eggnog in the back. Just let us do it.
It's expired from last Christmas.
Yeah. My eggnog says Jack Daniel's whiskey on it.
Yes.
I don't,
It's also brown.
yes,
My
don't
favorite
bother
flavor of
mixing it
Play-Doh.
and diluting.
Mm.
I don't like diluted eggnog that people drink.
You can dip the Play-Doh in the Jack Daniels. You see, it's okay.
I know you don't drink.
So tasty. So tasty.
I am probably going to hop off soon, too.
Oh,
Mick.
Yeah,
Mick, what's going on?
I got to go feed my
Mick, have
kids,
you played
man.
The Metroid games. Are you excited about this new Metroid game coming out?
I am not excited in the least. I've never cared about Metroid.
That makes me sad.
Not that it's not good or anything. I'm just never got
You
it.
should care about
The
Metroid.
only Metroid I've played is playing Samus in Super Smash Brothers. Like that's the most Metroid
Really?
I've ever played.
Oh.
Justin
I've never
Bailey?
played one.
What?
Justin Bailey? You don't even know what that means, do you, Max? Justin Bailey.
Oh,
That's the code in Metroid 1 to have all the stuff at the beginning of the game.
Well, do
Yeah.
you know George Bailey? Jumped off a bridge, met his guardian angel, came back to life. How about that?
Is that
nice.
Just random fun facts about Bailey.
What about
You think
Bailey's
Bailey's
Irish
legit?
Cream? Do you know that?
Did you just
That I'm more familiar with.
Nick, did you just give us the
aggressive
quote from
facts.
Ghost Dad?
Oh, man.
Was that the plot of Ghost Dad?
Well,
What?
What are you saying?
Where he
Bailey's
jumped off
Irish
the
In-
bridge,
in
died,
transit,
comes
yes.
back to life? That's Bill Cosby's Ghost Dad. Like, that is the plot of that movie.
see,
It's
and
a Wonderful
this
Life?
this is why I
hated that
grieve
movie.
for our children. See, because
No,
you've taken It's a Wonderful Life and somehow replaced it with Ghost Dad, and that's where it's gonna go.
Dan, I know
Okay,
what he was
if you
talking
get
about. But
going
that is,
on.
Well, no,
that
listen,
is also
If
the
you
plot
get
of Ghost
the
Dad.
DVD,
Ghost Dad's going to
get
end.
the DVD for Ghost Dad. Go ahead, Vic.
Ghost Dad is going to only have to end in one way now, and that's when he dies,
Prison.
the devil shows up and says, "Oh no, you don't get to haunt anybody." And then they take the elevator downstairs, and that's it.
Do you guys know
if
what
you
video
get-
game I want to see? I want to see
Hold on,
this.
Jason.
as a
One
video
second.
game.
One more thing about Ghost Dad, real quick. If you get the DVD for Ghost Dad, look at all the names of the chapters, the chapter titles. It is double entendre every time. Like with
Oh,
it's just like the worst, most
That's
horribly
weird.
named. Yeah, it is disgusting because you know how Bill Cosby is.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
I looked back on it. Me and Jason found a copy of it, like God knows where, and I was just like, "This is." He was telling us the whole time. He was laughing, at himself the whole time.
Yeah, I saw Bill Cosby once in college, like before all this thing, like his stand-up. It was really, really dirty. I was very surprised at how like raunchy Bill Cosby was.
Well, I thought I saw him once.
Surprised he was a serial rapist.
I thought I saw him once when he was doing a show, but everything got real fuzzy, so I don't really remember what happened.
Yeah. Just woke up in a hotel room.
I was so ready for an actual conversation, and I was like, "Oh, that's what he's saying."
I like how your response is, "Oh." Okay.
I mean, I get it. He's a piece of shit. I get
it. Ghost Dad, meaning he's hugging you.
Okay, now we can end the podcast.
So the Christmas special.
Yes. I am looking forward to the special now.
Yeah. I mean, if we're doing Play-Doh art.
Yeah.
We definitely don't have enough booze.
There's not enough booze in the state of Ohio to do a Christmas special.
If I don't do a Christmas special where I walk in a front door and then sit next to Max at a piano in tuxedos with the ties undone and drinks in our hands, and Dan comes over and he's like, I just knocked over the Christmas tree, then it's all for naught. It's nothing.
We could have like you open the door to like a clap track, like.
We just keep saying the most vile things, but we have a laugh track that keeps laughing.
I just knocked up the Christmas tree.
Oh my God! Oh, the baby Jesus ended up in the river.
Better call Noah.
I don't think you do, George. I don't think you do have enough room.
I don't know. Hey, okay. Party at George's place. We can knock over his tree.
George, you can't be in this special. We're going to need special guests in the next special. We got to be popular first and then get the second special.
Oh.
Yeah.
John Wayne's got to be our guest in the first special.
Can we get B. Arthur?
Not Gacy.
You guys know, seriously,
John Wayne Gacy.
A good podcast for George to do would be Hot Takes with George. I think he should do a Hot Takes podcast.
I think he'd be great at it because we'd always just argue with him. It'd just be
you would have to have John Hot Take Orlando on there.
Oh
my God.
God.
But
we're going to talk Matlock and Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Matlock and Doctor Strange, because that's the only two things those guys like.
Yeah, tapioca pudding.
Matlock goes up to represent Peter Parker in the case of the state versus Peter Parker.
Except it can't actually be Matlock, so now it's Colonel Sanders. So
I want the edgy HBO Matlock remake like they did.
Yeah, like fucking Perry Mason.
Thank you. This has been great.
That's a terrible show.
Here we go. Hey. Incoming from George.
Is that what he has right now? He has enough rum for all of us.
His rum.
All right.
Didn't we have like a sponsor that did booze? What was there?
We did, and you drank all of her. Yeah, you never shared any of that drink.
Drank all the booze. You never shared it.
There was zero sharing involved.
Yeah. Right, well, Max is gone. Let's close the podcast down.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Let's end the podcast while he's gone.
He's looking through it for a bottle right now.
An empty bottle, by the way.
I'm telling you, let him come back to nothing.
Hello, everybody. Guys, you guys can check us out at Monroe Pop Fest. We'll be with our buddy Tim, and I'm working on trying to get a couple other special guests to pop up and do some panels with us. Also, we will be at the... JT. I didn't get to it. The Game Con here in Columbus, Ohio, Origins. We will be pressed, which will be super exciting. We'll get to try some games early, and hopefully something as good as the Die Hard game was, or even the It game was pretty fun as well. We have
Batman game.
Yeah,
I almost bought that Die Hard game, by the way, the other day.
Nice. Next week,
Escape from Nakatomi Plaza.
Yeah.
Next week we'll have Dan's finished review of Hope Never Dies.
No pressure, Dan.
Maybe even the start of Hope Rides Again. And again, I will be reaching out to this author in hopes to have him on our show to discuss the inspiration behind these books.
I watched a shit ton of movies. We didn't even get to them. It was sad now.
Yeah, it's
George, that's not enough booze, bro. That is not enough booze.
I think we'll be fine.
Thank
you for offering your booze.
Check out the Perfect 10 tonight at 9 o'clock. If you've ever wanted a podcast where you do not agree with anything one of the hosts says, this is the podcast for you. The Perfect 10. No, I'm just kidding. George is a great guy. We love George. And yeah, they're going to be talking about transportation vehicles in tonight's episode. And I think they should totally have Mike Hunt on tonight.
What?
Yeah, that's my name, Mike Hunt.
God damn it.
Did you finally get that one?
Yeah, I just got it. I'm like, woo, I got
there you
loose
go.
for a
Have
good
you seen
hour.
more butts lately?
A solid hour.
Yeah.
I was like, why is Mick's name different? Oh, I'm an idiot.
Man,
No, my actual name is Mike, but it's not short for Michael. It's short for mistake.
Oh, I've heard that.
Yeah.
So did I from my parents.
I heard the same.
I do want to get. I'm gonna get serious for a quick moment. 10-second seriousness. Go to either Mick's or I's Facebook. Find the GoFundMe for Lynn and his family. Help support that family who's going through a tough time. Like the podcasting world knows, Lynn was a great guy, good friend of Mick's, and I just got to know him for a brief amount of time, and he just changed everything. So check out that GoFundMe. $1 goes a long way. So please remember that, or at least share. We appreciate you guys. You guys can find the Scene Stomps Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock. I'm usually in the comments commenting along. You guys can also check out our buddies Funny Science Fiction tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. The PVD cast airs tomorrow at 8. And Justin and I's conversation
We're nominated
at
PVD cast.
Yeah, Columbus Podcast nominated.
Podcast award.
Yeah, yes.
And you guys can check out Dan doing all the Dan things. So do that.
I do lots of stuff.
We did just do another episode of Shop and Sofa that should be coming up soon. And,
it is topical, JT, so please get that out.
we got episodes.
Not like 3 months from now. You're like, what is this?
I've gotten really good at releasing our stuff the last couple of weeks. So
okay.
We're there now.
We've been doing this podcast for 5 years.
Okay.
I've gotten really good recently about releasing our thing.
Let me get these cobwebs off me. There we go.
All I can say is I've released more episodes than anybody else on this show, and everybody out there.
That's
you
a
guys
fair point.
have a fantastic
Fair point.
day.
And don't forget to recycle your droid.
Or do, whatever.
No, do recycle.
Yeah,
That's what you gotta do.
Recycle your droid.
Yeah, or else they'll just turn evil like that Kenneth one.
Or they'll rust.
Ooh.